is there some positives to take that if you take the money now, start to get the people that you need to try and maybe if it's 2-3 players for a little bit more depth, maybe Tottenham won't be in the mud. I don't know.
I'm gonna shock you with what I'm about to say now. Right?
Oh, okay.
I don't think there'll be a single drop off if Harry Kane leaves, and I'm going to tell you why. Yes, he got 30 goals last year, but the way we've played the last 4 years with both Conte and Jose was everything was geared around Harry Kane. No one else attacked. It was Kane and Son would go and do their thing on the counter attack. Then Kulu joined them, but everything ended up in the box at Kane's feet. Right, everything was Harry Kane. What we've already seen in pre-season now is we've gone from a team that sit in our own half to a team that camp in the other team's half. Right, we even outplayed for large periods. Last night we played Barcelona, wasn't even our best team. Kane wasn't there. We outplayed them for long periods of the game, pressing, good football, like football I've not seen at Spurs since prime Pochettino. We will create chances. We will get goals from everywhere. Solomon will chip in, Richarlison, Maddison, Son. They'll go and get someone like a Gift Orban who just scored 4 goals tonight in the Champions League. Porro will grab goals. Udogie will grab goals. Basuma driving forward. Bentancur will grab some goals. I actually think that those 30 goals, I think it's a false economy when people say we'll be 30 goals less off. I think what will happen is I think we'll concede less. Bearing in mind we conceded 63 goals last year, which is absolutely shocking. Right? I think we'll concede a lot less, therefore won't have the need to cover all 30. But I think Maddison gives you 10 Premier League goals a year. I think. Every year at Leicester, he guarantees you 10 goals, and we're a better team than Leicester. Sonny normally guarantees you 15 to 20. Last year was a drop-off, but I think he'll be better. Straight away, there's 30 goals from those two. Perisic as well. Perisic is still at the club. Now we're seeing him play as a left forward rather than a left wing back. And
Which
is,
to be fair, where he should have been playing all along.
Exactly.
And
he looks threatening. Anyway. So, listen, I think we'll be fine. I think what will happen is we'll actually become a team. At the moment, he's the cure and the curse. Everything is, Pep said it. We're the Harry Kane team. And unfortunately we are. And I think fans are worried because of that. But, sorry, just quickly, I won't waffle on too long. But I remember the last time this sort of thing happened was, people say about Bale, but Bale wasn't really an out-and-out forward. Was 2008, if anyone remembers, Spurs, we just beat Chelsea in the League Cup. It was the last time we won a trophy, 2008. We're like Palace. Sorry, Richard.
We don't win anything.
No. If that's the difference. If D was here, he would have got in on some crazy attack about Spurs never winning a trophy in our life. We just won the League Cup, and then Berbatov and Keane, who were a great partnership, were both sold in the summer. And we got Fraser Campbell back from Man United the other way. And from then, our first 8 games of the season, we took 2 points from 8. And we were bottom of the table. They sacked Ramos and brought in Harry Redknapp, who's a bit more of a Postecoglou manager type, go and play type of guy. And from then, the next 3 or 4 years went like that because there wasn't a superstar at that time. Everyone was a team. It was only as that team evolved that Modric and Bale became what Modric and Bale became. I think that will happen again now, mate. I would build the team around Basuma. Heard it here first. And I would absolutely have an 11 rather than one bloke who everyone cries about every time he's linked away somewhere else. So sorry I went on, but there you go. That's as honest as you're going to get.
You say you went on, but you justified why you've said your point, and you've actually provided a really sensible answer to why you believe that could happen. Now, I do feel you're going to have a drop off because it's Harry Kane, and we're not talking about an half decent forward here. We're talking about one that everyone believes is world class, one of the best in the world. So of course you're going to miss him. But I understand what you're saying, Sava. And it's weird because I don't think Tottenham are going to win the league, so I can't use this example as great as what I'm about to do. But when we lost Thierry Henry, I really worried. I thought, oh my God, what the hell are we going to do? We almost won the league the season after because everybody around them said, right, there's no superstar here anymore. We're all kids. We're the youngest side, I think, again, similar to now. And it was like Van Persie stepping forward, Fabregas stepping forward. Adebayor got 30 goals that year. We had Haleb and Rosicky chipping in. We had Flamini who stepped up and said, I'm going to have to try and be some form of solid midfielder for you guys here while Fabregas can create. And it was like, I didn't see this coming. I did not see it coming. Now, I don't think the Tottenham are going to now have Harry Kane and go, right, let's go for the league. But I do think that it might be foolish for people to think Tottenham are going to be in a relegation battle, which, I mean, he's obviously trolling here, Arsenal. Oh, no, sorry, wrong one. There was one earlier which he said, I think the bottom three are going to be Luton, Sheffield United and Spurs. But I would be amazed. I mean, Lawless was like, if Kane goes, Spurs are in a relegation fight. I mean, he would know, wouldn't he? But
where did you finish last year, Dan?
Say again, buddy.
Where did you finish last year?
Second, why?
Okay, now you're in a title race, yeah?
Yes, I hope so.
Yeah. And how many goals did your top goal scorer have?
15.
I rest my case. How many clubs in world football have a guaranteed 30 goal a season striker? Guaranteed.
Oh, I see where you're going with this. Yeah.
Lewandowski at Barcelona, Haaland, Kane, and
Not
Mbappe.
many. Osimhen.
I mean, Osimhen's had 1 year of getting over 20 goals, right?
Oh, yes.
Like,
Okay. Yeah.
Do
I
you
see
see what I mean?
In terms of consistency. Okay. Yeah.
Right. So for me, listen, I'm not worried about it. I've seen players like this come and go before. I'm not worried. You heard it here first. When we get relegated next year, and I'm not on any of the shows, when me and Rich both get relegated from the Premier League, we're doing our own championship show. Remind me I said this.
No problem.
Sam, let's come to you on that because I do think Sam has made some great points there, to be fair. I've always said, Tottenham are finished without Kane. They're finished. I laugh because I say they're a finished club, but I'm not really sure finished from what because they haven't really managed to achieve much in the last 20 years. And I know you say cool, but it's kind of true. Like, I don't know, Tottenham are just trying to be in and around that mix and they've not quite been able to get there. And that's with Kane. So
just really quickly before you bring Sam in, Sam, when you answer this point, please bear in mind when Dan is saying there's going to be a drop off from what we just finished 8th.
Yeah, there we go.
Like what are we dropping? I feel like
that's what I'm getting at. That's what I'm getting at. Do you know what I mean? That's what I'm kind of getting at. Is like, Tobe said this in the group the other day, and he made a good point. People will go, finished. Spurs are finished. Spurs are finished. And of course, I was getting involved because it's funny, and I was trolling him. But actually, what he was saying was, look, we're going to finish mid-table. You're saying we come 8th with Kane, so we're going to finish mid-table without him. Then we kind of haven't really done much worse from what we did with him. I kind of got what you meant there. I don't see Tottenham finishing like 15th, 16th bad like Chelsea, but I don't think they're. If they keep Harry Kane, I think they with a 1 game a week with the 11 we've just named, I don't think they've got an unbelievably, shockingly impossible task of trying to get into the top 6. Personally, I think it's like wow, never happening. Without him, they might struggle to do that. But I take what Sava's saying, Sam.
Yeah, I think last season, like Son was poor. I thought it was a one-off season for him. I think there will be some kind of drop off, but hopefully the manager sorts it out relatively quickly because, like you say, if he does go, and you have been obviously playing with Kane being like the main man and everything's based around him, there's going to be quite a transition really to play in a different style and also gel the players that they've got in really. Because I know, but the signings that you have got through aren't bad. I mean, you didn't have a central creative outlet. You got Maddison. You didn't have any sort of pace in the back line. You got Van der Ven. We've mentioned young goalkeeper Vicario, etc. Not really a contingency plan for Kane, like not knowing, and you signed Veliz, etc. So I think you fixed some key areas. I think one more centre back, and I'd say that you've had a pretty good transfer window, really. Plus 110 million to spend when and if Kane goes as well. So I don't think it'll be the end of the world. It just depends how good the manager is and trying to get the team gelling as quick as possible, really. So yeah, there is a lot of pressure on the new manager, and I feel for him quite a bit. But I can't see a season where they finish like in the bottom 10. Put it that way.
Listen, it's an interesting one, and it's one that I think a lot of people are actually getting bored of. Do you know what I mean? Season before when Kane was going to go City, I was like, oh, this is on. Tottenham are in trouble. Like 2 years on, and we're still talking about the fact he might leave. I'm actually like yawning every time it happens now. It's like it's it's not fun anymore. It's like just either go or sign a new deal or just say you're leaving on a free. Just
We did
do
have that
something.
with Declan Rice though a little bit. I mean, not as long, but that one dragged on a bit, Dan, didn't it?
I mean, too long. But this is Arsenal, man. We don't do anything quickly. Do you know what I'm saying? Like it's just like, okay, don't just slap the money down. If you can save, I mean, the Suarez and a pound thing says it all with Arsenal, doesn't it? We try and cut corners if we can, man. It's mad. But I'm hoping those kind of days are over. But I do have my concerns that they're not.